Okay, we are there. That's much better. Converting between degrees and radians. So we just saw a little intro on what a radian is, how it came to be. So the radian measure will be, so the length of the intersected arc divided by the radius. Okay, 1 radian is about 57.2 degrees. And when the radius is 1, the circumference is 2 pi. When I have 1 radian is equal to this degree, but then we talk about circumference in regards to 2 pi. So conversion, this is what I said to remember. If I'm going from degrees to radians, now a radian is chunks of the unit circle, right? But if I want to know, well, 60 degrees is how many radians? And we talk in radians sometimes in trigonometry, and you will in pre-calculus. So this is important. I multiply the degree measure times pi over 180. I multiply the degree measure times pi over 180, going from degrees to radians, when I know the degree, okay? If I know the radian, and the radian is gonna be something like, I don't know, 3 pi, I'll just pick one for you. 3 pi over 2. By the way, 3 pi over 2 is at 270 degrees. But here's what I want you to notice. How am I going to remember which one? Where's the numerator? Is it pi or is it 180? Look, if I know the degree measure, diagonally, the denominator has a degree on it. So diagonally, the units match up. Here, radian. I've got a pi here and a pi here. Diagonally, the units match up. These pi's are going to end up canceling out, and I'm going to end up with a degree answer. Here, the degrees are going to cancel out, and I'm going to end up with a pi answer. So I want a pi answer here, and I want a degree measure here. So now we're going to practice it. I'm going to leave on the top of the screen the conversion formulas. Remember, diagonally, if you're ever in doubt, is it pi over 180 or is it 180 over pi? If you're in doubt, diagonally, the pi's need to match up, or diagonally, the degrees need to match up. So here we go. 30 degrees. I'm going from degrees to radians. I'm going to multiply 30 times pi over 180. Do you want me to write bigger? I can. Okay, there we go. That's perfect. I'm going to multiply 30 degrees times pi over 180. Because, you know, this is like 30 over 1. Degrees match up diagonally. And it's cross-canceling, simplifying. How many 30s go into 180? What is it? 30 goes into 30 once, 30 goes into 180, 3 goes into 18. How many times?
6.
So I have pi over 6. Pi over 6 is at the same location that 30 degrees is on the unit circle. B, 120 degrees. Degrees to radians, multiply by pi over 180. And this isn't going to simplify easy, like I'm going to have a number in the numerator too. 12 and 18. 6 goes into both of them. 60 goes into both of them, right? Or if you're really not, I'm hoping that, well, you are, it is what it is. If you need to draw this first and then simplify, fine. If you don't like cross-canceling, do this and then simplify. 60 goes into 120 twice. it goes into 180. 2 pi over 3. 2 pi over 3 is in the same position that 120 degrees is. Just plain old pi. Do you recall him saying that 2 pi equals 360? So what's 1 pi? Half of it, 180 degrees. So, but okay, whatever. If I have a radian, I multiply by 180 over pi. If you don't want to cross cancel, I would get 180 pi over pi. And the pi simplify. The pi simplify. 180 degrees is the answer. 2 pi. I know the radian. Multiply by 180 over pi. Remember, diagonally, the unit measure should match. Pi and pi. Well, these, only the pi cancels out. We know 2 pi. 2 times 180. 360 degrees. Does this seem okay? Are you guys good? You just need to know which is which, right? Okay, I'm going to scroll down. We have just a few more to go. Your homework today is on these. E, F, H, I. I know it's all spread out. I obviously deleted some, as you can tell. That's where there's all those crazy spaces. Okay. E, pi over 2. Multiply by 180 over pi. Cross canceling gets me that the pi's are gone. 180 over 2, 90 degrees. 3 pi over 5. Multiply by 180 over pi. Pi is in the denominator. The pi's cancel. 3 times 180. Or I could do, you know what I want to do? I want to do 5 and 180. 5 goes into 180 36 times. So 3 times 36, 108 degrees. H, I want to remind you that this means I'm going clockwise, remember? A negative degree measure, backwards. Multiply by pi over 180. 180 degrees on the bottom because the 180 degrees is up there. Simplifying. The answer is going to be negative 3 pi over 4. Obviously, I is now easy. 3 pi over 4, we just did it. Positive 135 degrees, right? Do the bottom one on your own. L, the bottom one on your own. You guys can all see it, right? It says 11 pi over 6. Oh, I guess it's J, sorry. J, 11 pi over 6. Multiply by 180 over pi. Cross out what you can. What'd you guys get? Someone tell me. 330 degrees, because 6 goes into 180 30 times. Sorry, I was blocking it, 330 degrees. Okay, important. You must be quick on converting the special angles on the unit circle. Okay, like for sure, you know, knowing 30, 60, 90, 120, 135, 45, 225. So with that, I'm going to stop the recording.